Hello and welcome to the Patreon exclusive edition of Black, White, and Red All Over. I'm the hardest working man in comics, Victor Dandridge.
I'm Ryan Seymour, King of Comic Town.
Yes! You gotta say it louder. Like, King of Comic Town.
Yeah.
Let me get you like a Galactus-style hat. You just gotta wear that.
That'd be sweet. If a Galactus-style beer hat.
Oh my god. Why does that not exist?
I don't know.
Come on, Geek World. What are we doing? All these Kickstarters out here. No one's come up with that?
Yeah.
Shame. We're going to spoil Stealth #1. It's a new piece from Skybound.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Mike Costa, Nate Belgarde, Tamara Bonvillain.
Love her work.
Awesome. Interesting sort of story here. So
Yes.
the setup is that there was a one-shot that Kirkman did with Mark Silvestri,
Yeah.
right? So you've got two of the big Image guys working together. I don't even know if Kirkman was Kirkman at the time. Maybe not. Don't know.
Yeah.
But it was a one-shot that they did, and so this is based off of that one-shot
Yep.
and building a series from it. So let's break it down. Let's go into it, shall we? Starts off with this beautiful shot of Detroit, specifically that bridge that takes you into Canada. And it says, Detroit mocks all attempts to save it. I'm not going to lie. I was immediately a fan. Anything that starts off by dogging Detroit, I kind of love it.
Like, okay.
Right? Which makes things a little more interesting. We found that Mike Costa is from Detroit.
Yeah.
So he's just being honest. He's being honest, okay? I'm just saying. Have you been to Detroit lately? So it becomes like a recap of the economic hardships that are like Detroit is literally suffering under.
Yeah.
Whoever,
Whoever this Tony Barber is that's typing this up,
yeah.
it's touches your heart. You're
Right.
like, oh man,
It's heavy.
It's not just like a city as in like a point on a map. It's a community.
Right.
It's where parents raise kids and families, and
Right.
there's a culture and it's being co-opted and it's being
Right.
destroyed by capitalism. Man, like holy crap.
All these bad.
Yeah.
Like, completely. And so we get to this point where after like this trudgery of words, like literally paragraph upon paragraph of darkness, we get to this guy, Tony, the author of said article, calling his editor, saying like, listen, I need a little bit more time with this article. I know I was trying to get it to you by tomorrow, but it's not going to happen. I'll get it to you by Monday at the very least. I need to get some air because it's coming off angry. Like he's recognizing that his tone is a little heavy-handed.
Yeah.
So,
But it made me wonder, like, what was he actually writing about?
right, like, where is he supposed to go? When we find out, totally not at all.
Totally.
Right.
Yeah, because this is coming off like sinners in the hands of an angry God.
Yes.
Where you're like, okay, preach.
Right, like, let him have it. Man, what is this perspective that he's supposed to have?
Yeah.
So he goes downstairs and is like, hey, Dad, I'm heading out for a little while. And you see his dad is in the kitchen. His dad turns to him and says, going out, it's 2 a.m. And there's a look of immediate concern on his son's face. Mind you, Tony is not like a child.
Yeah.
He's a grown-up. I mean, he clearly just called his boss, his editor boss,
Yeah.
to say that he was going to be late on an assignment. And he's like, Dad, it's not even 8 right now.
And his dad is very confused. Plays it off, like that he took a nap.
Right.
And, that's got everything thrown
Turn
off.
him off, and, boom, it's whatever. So, of course, as a concerned son, he's like, Dad, maybe I shouldn't go. Like, maybe I don't need to step out there.
Yeah.
And, of course, his dad, very obvious in the defense,
Yeah.
nature. Oh, you don't need to stay here with me. You said you were going to go. It's fine.
He's a grown-ass man.
Right. Like, I just took a nap. Like, chill out. You're doing too much. If you've ever dealt with a parent or an older person with any form of dementia or Alzheimer's, this could read very familiar.
Yeah, it's because you pick up on it
Right
away.
Right quick. But Tony doesn't let up. He's like, look, last week you called me Eric more than once, right? And he's like, okay, that's enough. Like, you're overreacting.
Yeah.
Let's chill out. It's fine. He accidentally knocks over his juice. And, is even to the point of like, I can do this. Like, leave me alone.
Yeah.
I got it.
And his son goes out.
Yeah. The next page.
Oh my gosh.
This beautiful 2-page spread. It's clean. It's wonderful. We see this glorious, superhero dressed in black.
Yeah.
It's like the perfect combination of a stormtrooper and Darkhawk.
Yeah.
Flying over the disenfranchised of Detroit.
Majestic.
Yeah.
And terrifying.
All
It's
at the same time.
Yeah, whoever did this.
Yeah.
You knocked it out of the park.
Fantastic job. This figure lands and spies a robbery in place. But we get shown this robbery not from a direct point of view of, oh, hero interacts.
Yeah.
We're seeing two citizens, young kids, tagging a wall.
Yeah.
You know, they've got like the whole stencil.
Yeah. It's kind of lazy though. They're using a stencil.
They are. It's like kids today. Like they don't, no respect.
Yeah.
No respect whatsoever. But as they're doing it, the kids witness the superhero's intervention.
Yeah.
They see Stealth, as he's called, stopping a dry cleaning service being robbed at gunpoint.
Like, whoa, that's Stealth. See, I told you he was real. So it's like he's an urban legend up until this moment for them.
Literally, because they literally are seeing him in action. Stealth handles said bad guy by, one, brutally disarming him, breaking his arm in the worst possible way.
Yeah, with a punch.
Yeah, like that's just wow. And then continues to break said assailant by throwing him through the glass pane window.
Yeah.
Glass pane window, super break, bad. The store owner is like, who's going to pay for the window? Like that will cost more than what I had in the register.
Because I've had a break-in. And
right?
And it was one where I'm like, I can't even, like the deductible doesn't even cover it. You have just screwed me over.
Yeah.
And this dude is bleeding out.
And catching punches to the face still. And what's crazy is like it literally shuts the store owner up.
Yeah.
And this hero like cocks back, looks over at the kids, and they take off running because I mean clearly he is meting out justice in the worst way possible.
Are they next?
Right? Like you were vandalizing a wall.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put you through it. Who knows? So Tony comes home. And he's like, hey, Dad, you still up? Sorry, I'm late. And he finds his dad laying on the couch with a wound to his head.
Yeah.
Now, here's the interesting thing, and I gotta address this. So, based on the format setup of this story and the way it's being told, you immediately get the impression that Tony is this hero.
100%.
Immediately. He said he's going to go out. The next scene that we see is this hero flying above, the whole nine.
And he's angry about what's become of his beloved city.
Right. So context-wise, it's the perfect setup. Like it's a great intro to both the character's secret identity and their heroic identity. It's really, really well done. His dad wakes up and is like, I think I tripped on a rug, maybe in the kitchen. Like he's not lucid at all, unsure of exactly what happened. And
this, what I found interesting is this one panel where Tony walks in and sees his dad. There's the fireman's axe hanging up. You get like a whole history of this dude. Like his father lived. His father was a hero.
Yes.
He was a firefighter.
Right.
He's a proud man.
Right.
He's distinguished, and he's like the wrinkles in his face are like earned.
They're earned, man. Like it's not just like old marks. This is
one
like
panel
living. Absolutely. And it's really well drawn too, by the way. I gotta say that. So he's explaining away. He's like, no, it's fine. I bumped my head. I was a little disoriented, so I decided to take a nap down here rather than to go upstairs. Okay, that's a cute justification.
Yeah.
Tony rightfully is like, you could literally have a concussion.
Yeah.
Like
you fell and hit your head.
Right. Like, and then you decided to nap. Like that's not good.
Yeah, that's totally the opposite of what you should be doing.
Right. But of course, his dad, as the knowledgeable person that he is, like, yo, I was a firefighter for 20 years. I know what a concussion looks like.
He's
like,
experienced all sorts of stuff.
Right. So he's like, look, I've got my bearings back. I'm gonna go to bed. We can talk about this in the morning. And Tony is just like,
so what do you do?
What is it?
Like at that point, do you I don't know, pull rank and like do you put it like
how?
What do you do?
How? What? Yeah. So next page we see at the Detroit Herald, citywide newspaper. There's a few folks working, but not very many. Literal boxes of packed up cubicles.
Yeah, a lot of empty cubicles.
Yeah. So Tony comes in and we see the Cindy that he was talking to on the phone and says, I need to talk to you about something. He's kind of breaking it down. He's like, look, my dad's not doing well and I might need to take some time off soon. Like, I'm just giving you that heads up.
Yeah.
This is really what the situation is. She comes through with a very interesting tone, if you will. take that one. What's
I'm sorry to hear that, Tony. This really comes at a bad time. This piece you turned in, Tony, it's supposed to be a piece on the art fair in Corktown, and the first 300 words are about the city, decline of the city infrastructure.
I mean,
I would not have got that.
Not even close.
Yeah.
Like, he's supposed to talk about an art fair?
Right.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. Homie has an axe to grind before he ever gets art
Right?
fair-wise. And he's like, look, it's a better story for it, and I'm a journalist. Like, you don't pay me to write press releases.
She very, very politely points out, we pay you to write what we ask for.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, like, he's not wrong in that he's a journalist and he's
Right.
trying to tell a story, and she's not wrong in, like, hey, we've laid off 40% of our writers.
I'm trying to do what I can to keep you on, but if you don't follow instructions, it's going to go like 41%, 42%.
Yeah.
Like, come on, what is wrong with you? And she's like, look, now's not the time to play these kind of games where we're on the line here.
Yeah.
Take some time with your dad and think about whether or not you actually want to do this. Maybe you do want to be a journalist, but that's not exactly what we have open for you right now. Like, it's not the space that we're in.
Yeah.
We're back to seeing Stealth flying above the freeway.
It's majestic. Like,
It's so
it
wonderful.
really is.
It's so wonderful. He comes down hard on top of a car. Now, we're not quite given any rationale or reason as to why he's done so, but he has, like, hard.
Because it, like, almost collapses the roof.
Yeah.
He rips through the roof and,
Right.
and the windshield, and is just immediately going in. Where is she? Where's the girl? And like they're like, I don't know what you're talking about, man.
Right. Like, what is this? The driver manages to careen off the side of the road, pull out, and start shooting at him. Like, I'm assaulting. I'm doing what I got to do.
Yeah.
The dude that was in his hands, like, he chucks skyward.
Effortlessly.
Like, literally effortlessly. This is definitely an Iron Man suit, for sure. And then, like, shoots the guy with a taser dart.
Yeah.
That is highly effective.
Yeah. But, like, where the hell is this? The reinforcements. Like, I don't understand what Stealth is asking.
Right. Like, some more, like, 2 cars pull up. And guys get out and start shooting at him. And he, in turn, fires at them this tiny rocket that flips another car over.
Yeah.
And he makes his escape.
Yeah.
Like, let me get out of here. There was something absolutely disjointed about this whole interaction.
Yeah. Like, I couldn't figure out why. Like, does he have advanced intel we're not aware of?
Right.
There's clearly something that he's looking for. The
Absolutely.
boss? Is there a kidnapped woman?
Right? Who is this girl that
Yeah.
you're even talking about? We have nothing. So then we see later on that it's Tony coming home, and he's like, what a day. And you're like looking at it like, well,
Yeah.
like, dude, you just had a whole situation.
You had to shoot a missile at somebody.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that kind of marks for a bad day. And he comes in, he's like, Dad, hey, are you upstairs? You left the TV on. And as he makes his way in, and they're talking about this crazy situation on the news, bringing you more of this story as it develops. Right now, we know very little. Once again, it appears as though the vigilante Stealth attacked a police car on the Lodge Freeway this afternoon, resulting in a firefight with police. 5 officers were injured.
Yeah, and his response is, what the hell are they talking about?
Right.
So,
which you immediately are like,
oh.
So is that like a cover-up? Like,
Yeah.
these guys don't look like police.
Yeah.
Definitely you're run-of-the-mill thugs. So what is this? And then there's this crash, thump upstairs. And of course, having his dad has fallen before,
it's got to be his
up
dad.
the stairs. Dad, are you okay? Dad.
And then the page-turn karate chop to the face. It is his dad. His dad has fallen through the window into the house, and his dad is Stealth. This was so well constructed.
I did not see that coming.
I've read comics for 40 years. I didn't see this coming.
Had nothing. I mean, because clearly up to this point, we're totally thinking that Tony is Stealth.
It was Millerian.
Like, it really is.
And
it really is. It just gave us something that we were not
even
truly
close.
prepared for, like, at all.
But then it continues because the rest of the sequence is even more.
Right. So Tony's like, Dad, you're Stealth? Like, how long have you been doing? Like, all along, like, every question possible, he levels out
because his dad has
Vomit out.
dementia or Alzheimer's. So he has this power level. Like, is his dad pretending to have dementia and Alzheimer's as a cover?
Right.
Do you want a dude who has dementia and Alzheimer's to have that kind of weaponry?
No, you definitely don't. And here's where it gets dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
He goes, Eric, what are you talking about? You know I'm stealth. You've been helping me for years.
Dad, I'm Tony, your son. Eric was your brother. He died 6 years ago. What the hell is going on?
That's a clear indication. Like, in just these 3 panels right here, it shows that something ain't right, and it's not safe.
Yeah.
And his dad gets real fuzzy. Tony, where? Then all of a sudden,
mask flips down. Where is the girl?
He goes back to that and starts punching. And what we see is what he is seeing.
Yeah.
Some businessman, maybe, in a suit and tie, getting beat down. And he's running this down so that you can really see when he is.
Yeah.
The convention is Monday. Reagan and Bush will be in town. Is that what this is about? So he's clearly in the 80s, 84 maybe.
And oh my gosh, I've got tools you can't even imagine. I can split you open and still keep you talking for hours. I can carve you away piece by piece until you tell me what I need to know. You've taken it too far this time.
That's crazy. The guy that he's battling manages to choke out, Dad, please, what are you talking about? It's me, Tony, I'm your son. He had been beating his own kid bloody, not even seeing him. He saw him as somebody else.
And then when the lucidity kicks in,
he's like, Tony, oh God, Tony, I'm sorry. I thought I was somewhere else. I know something's been wrong, but don't worry. They're coming back. The ones who gave me my suit, the men in the light. They're coming back. I know it. I can feel it. They're coming back to fix me. Ooh. Ooh. This was dope.
Yeah, there were 2 Image books this week that both had strip cover returnability. Decorum by Hickman, and this one. I chose wrong. I should have.
You didn't know. You didn't know.
I should have pushed all in.
Didn't know.
This was so.
This was I'm going to blame Image for this one because when you have 2 books like that, it would be prudent for them to send you like a PDF copy so you can get a feel for what it is, right? Because if you had that feel, you would have read this and you would have been like all the way in.
Yeah.
I'm 100% jumping in.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Now, I'm going to play devil's advocate just a tiny bit. Okay, so the writer and artist for this series are seemingly white men.
Okay.
Mike is from Detroit, as he says in a letter in the back. What I do want to point out that could be a very interesting thing is while we are getting a black hero here, we're also being shown that most of the criminal elements here are all people of color. And I wonder if that is going to be a thing that people push back on throughout this entire book.
Yeah, because the person robbing the laundry place.
Yep. Person of color. The kids that are doing the marks on the wall, people of color. Even the so-called police officers, as he is envisioning them, are people of color. Not a single non-black individual is in this mix. So I question whether or not there will be a pushback. I'm not saying that there's an intent, but people can easily read an intent without any sort of explanation. I think that's going to be a very interesting thing to see in the upcoming days of how people respond to this, because I think it was really well written, but that could be an underlying concern from
questions
people.
about that.
So I might actually reach out to Mike myself and be like, hey, question, just out of curiosity, was this your intent? To show maybe the dichotomy, yes, there's good, yes, there's bad, there's a mix of all things. What exactly was your intent? Because I could see someone feeling a certain kind of way having read this. But that's not to say that it's not a good book. I think it is a really good book.
It was amazing.
Yeah. This one, Stealth, number 1. Pick this up.
Yep.
Put Stealth on your shelf because you need it. Yeah, I did that. I couldn't help it. Okay?
Coming back Christmas 2020.
Stealth on the shelf. Yeah. Good night, everybody.